This is a video about setting and maintaining boundaries, and I'm going to teach you 4 ways of how to do that, and you can implement these straight away. So let's look at the reasons you'd want to learn to do this. If you struggle with saying no to others, you probably also struggle with your time management as a result. Others can see this as an opportunity and will start piling on the demands to you. Then you start struggling delivering on your own stuff as you're so focused on helping others. Your output and quality of work can become negatively impacted. Resentment starts setting in as you feel taken advantage of. It starts impacting your quality of life outside of work. Does any of this sound familiar? Here are 4 simple solutions to this problem that I share with my clients. If you're someone who tends to say yes to every request, i.e., you struggle to say no, next time you're about to say yes to something, consider what you're saying no to. For example, by saying yes to that last minute request from a colleague and agreeing to stay behind at work to write a report means you're going to be home later. This might mean that you miss out on bath time with the kids or reading them a bedtime story, or perhaps that dinner that you were looking forward to enjoy with your partner or a friend. Are you actually comfortable with saying yes, and is the trade-off worth it? If it is, what might you like in exchange for accepting that request? Once you start thinking in these terms, it really does focus the mind. It all sounds so simple so far, doesn't it? Not if you struggle with saying no to people, especially if you're a natural people pleaser. This is because we feel like we're rejecting the person when we say no. Therefore, instead, think in terms of saying no to the request rather than the person. This takes the emotion out of it and can often be a real game changer for my clients. Always be clear and consistent when maintaining and setting boundaries. Identify what's important to you and what's reasonable. You'll feel more confident about saying no if you're clear about what you want to say no to. Make it clear to others where your boundaries lie and be consistent with them. Finally, like any new skill you want to perfect, you're going to need to practice. Start with the easy things first to help gain your confidence and then gradually build up to the bigger things. Perhaps practice saying no in front of the mirror a number of times so you get used to saying no. So, just to recap: 1, if you say yes, consider what you're saying no to. 2, say no to the request and not the person. And 3, be consistent and clear. And 4, make sure you practice. When clients follow these 4 simple guidelines, they tell me how they feel empowered, they no longer feel taken advantage of, they're less pressurized with fewer requests, and have more time to enjoy a better work-life balance. What's not to like? If you're interested in getting a printed version of these tips, direct message me.